greetings and welcome back to my channel and to this week's new makeup releases going on the wish list or nah. And I have to say, we're in the nah corner over here. I'm still so overwhelmed with the new makeup that I have. It's borderline crazy and I am losing my top. I also am using the new Sol. In Sweden, Sol means sun, and I think it might do in Spanish as well. Am I right? Got this sent to me from Sol Body, and this is in soft gold. It's what I have on like my body. It's very sparkly. It's very sparkly. It smells divine. It's not really my kind of product, but I thought I'd use it just for filming to see how I feel about it. We're gonna talk about the new makeup releases that's been either announced, I want to say sneak peek, but I don't really talk that much about sneak peeks until we have like the full product, unless it's something that I'm super excited about for any kind of reason. Could be pretty packaging or a brand that I really love, or Lord knows. New things. I try to not talk about like holiday releases just yet because I feel like in my mind I'm not in holiday season so far. Maybe, I don't know how you feel about that. I'm not. There's been a lot of really like big releases or things that have been announced, and I thought we'd talk about them. Some of them I have like talked about before, I think. Yeah, some of them I've talked about before when there were sneak peeks, and some are just brand new, and some of these I am slightly intrigued by, but I have to say I don't think I'm gonna buy any of these. And also two of the things I have here with me, and I'm gonna show you in a bit. They're both indie releases. That usually doesn't happen. I usually do not get things before they are released or just as they are released. It just doesn't happen for me. So let me see what we should start with. Oh wait, I'm in the wrong folder. I was like, what is this? Not the right folder, that's what it is. I usually start with the bigger brands and then I move my way into the smaller brands. And I think we're gonna start with Anastasia. I talked about Scoochie. I talked about Anastasia a bit last week, and I said that I didn't think that the eyeliner was going to be the only thing they released. And a bunch of you tagged me in this and said, Angie, you were right, it's not the only thing they're releasing. They are releasing foundations and they're also releasing powders. It seems to be a whole bunch of stuff that they're releasing, but what I find to be a bit weird is that they are not being released on the same date. Some are being released on the 4th and some are being released on the 6th, and I don't know if this is like a typo or I don't get it, because most of us, especially with brands like Anastasia where things tend to sometimes sell out, maybe we don't want to wait until the 6th to order both of the releases in case you were interested in both of the releases, because what if your shade sells out in the foundation? But Anastasia is coming out with a new foundation and a new powder, and the foundation is said to be 50 shades, natural finish that looks and feels like glowing, gorgeous skin, vegan, gluten-free, fragrance-free, alcohol-free, clinically tested. All of these tested, like, that doesn't have to be said. It's like, it doesn't have to be said. Suitable for sensitive skin, long wearing. The thing about this is what I heard is that you don't have to set it. And I actually think that the claims seems really nice. Anastasia is sold in stores in Sweden. I don't know if the foundation is going to be sold in stores, but I am intrigued and I kind of want to get like a sample, because I think it's going to be available. I think it's going to be available in stores in Sweden. Maybe, I don't know actually. Would they have space for a foundation range in stores? I don't know, honestly. And also some loose powder is being dropped. This is also gluten-free. And it is $36. How much was the foundation? Let me check. I am being confused by myself, which is not unusual, let me tell you. Foundation is 38 and powder was 36. And the powder is also released, I think, on the 8th, August 4th. What is going on with these dates? So it's powder on the 4th, eyeliner on the 6th, and wait, no, the foundation was on the 4th. See, this is confusing. Anastasia usually doesn't do this. They usually just release everything at the same time. And they're releasing 2 new loose highlighters. They are also being released on the 6th together with eyeliner. I don't know what's going on really. And it is 2 new shades. One is called Peach Fizz and one is called Vegas. That Peach Fizz looks beautiful. I'm hoping that these things will come to store in Sweden so that I will be able to look at them. I am not in the market for anything new. I don't think I will pick any of this up, but I might pick up a sample of the foundation if I can, and I might swatch the highlighter, the Peach Fizz, if I can. The highlighter is... there's no price. $18. I mean, it's a typical Anastasia price. So am I interested? I'm always a bit interested in the things that Anastasia releases, but I am not in the market for foundation products at this moment because I have a bunch that I like and I really don't need to buy any more. Lord knows this, I don't need to buy any more. But at the same time, I would be up for getting a sample because I am interested. I feel the same about this new Pro Filtr Hydrating Foundation by Fenty. This is also 50 shades. A lot of people really like the Pro Filtr foundation, but I am not all about this super Hydra matte foundation. And some people were... I don't remember on the top of my head right now which ones, but I heard a lot of people comparing that foundation to foundations that I actually didn't like. So that's why I didn't pick up the Fenty foundation, because I was like, I don't think I'm gonna like this, but I might like this one. This is a perfect for normal to dry skin. I have normal skin. Natural finish formula delivers hydration to medium to full coverage that keeps skin looking like skin. Same 50 shades as the Pro Filtr Soft Matte. This will be available on August 15th. And same here. I am interested in getting a sample. I want to try this and see if this is for me. Sometimes with dewy foundations, they end up being too dewy for my liking. I am more into the natural finish because I don't like when things are just sliding around on my face. It ends up in my fine lines, especially my smile lines, and I'm not all about that life. But I've heard a lot of people being really interested in this release, and I totally get it. Like, how much is this? Yeah, it doesn't, I don't know how much this is. Probably around the same price as the other foundation, let's be honest. I like the squeezy tube. I always like a squeezy tube. I think that's so nice. I want to talk about a sneak peek. I've only seen this so far, but this is Tarte Cosmetics saying, we can't wait to show you what all the buzz is about. And apparently they are also releasing a yellow themed honey palette. I'm guessing that they released the sneak peek a bit in advance just to show people that they were also working on this, so that they weren't accused of being copycats, which always happens when people have the same idea at the same time. One is always being accused of being a copycat, even though it takes quite some time to work on releases like this. From what I see in the palette, it doesn't seem to be that many yellow shades, but all the honeycomb like pattern that is in the front is so yellow. I actually don't hate this, and that's why I'm showing you the sneak peek, because this has me a bit intrigued. I am normally not that intrigued by Tarte. Everybody really likes Tarte quality, but for some reason Tarte just isn't grabbing me with the things that they're releasing. But I wanted to show you the sneak peek because this sneak peek actually had me going, oh, I wanted to have 2 looks with the honey palette up this week, but instead I moved it to Monday. So that's gonna come tomorrow on my channel. I'm gonna have 2 looks because I wanted to do the swatches that I did this Friday instead, so I just moved it around a bit. I will say that that palette is nice quality, but it's lacking some depth, and I think that that is just due to it all being all yellow. So maybe this palette is like a yellow theme palette, but not all yellow. So no, I'm a bit intrigued, I have to say. It just says coming soon, so Lord knows what that means. But yeah, I'm keeping my eyes open. There is a new collection from Pur Cosmetics. It is Pur Cosmetics and Barbie. I think it's Barbie turning 60. My god, she's gonna retire soon, right? This is eyeshadow palette. Like, this is a lot of things. It is Iconic Lips Signature Semi-Matte Lipsticks. Eyeshadow palette 34, which I don't think is a bad price. And then there is a High Shine Gloss Signature Highlighter palette, not in picture. Oh, okay. So there's a highlighter palette with this one as well. Barbie Doll Lash Forever Flawless Complexion Brush. And then there's a peel off mask with glitter, I think, which is not really what I'm going for. So yeah, the packaging is so cute, and the packaging of the palette is so cute. You really should go in and check and see all the pictures of this collection. It is really truly beautiful, and if you are a big fan of Barbie, maybe this could be for you. The palette, although I feel like it's very Barbie, it's also a bit too safe for my liking. If there were just one or two more brighter mattes in here, I might have picked this up because I do like Barbie. I used to play with Barbie one. Did I really though? Not them. I grew up with 3 brothers. I mean, I played a lot with my brothers, and to be fair, my Barbies only got to hang around when we were playing, when they were being abducted by like Transformers. So maybe not that much. But I really did like Barbie, and I actually don't hate this palette, but I don't think I'm gonna pick it up. It's just a tad too muted for me. It's not exactly what I'm looking for, and also I just don't need to pick up any more palettes at this point. And if I were to pick something up, I think that what I'm having my eyes open for is that Tarte palette. That one looks actually really cute. What else is in the making? Oh, should we talk about Colourpop? There's always something from Colourpop, and this is what I thought a Barbie palette would look like, because they're releasing the strawberries. Is this a strawberry collection? I don't really know. I think this is a strawberry collection, but the palette is a 9-pan palette. It's called Strawberry Shake. I have to say, I think this is a bit too soon. It's like, you know, when your friend is breaking up with this guy after having a bad relationship for 2 years, and then 1.5 weeks later she's dating another guy, and he's awfully familiar to that guy she just dumped, and you're like, isn't this a bit too early? And that's how I feel about this. I mean, the orange palette, I mean, it was like last week. And when I say it was like last week, it was last week. Like, actually last week, and now we're here. I feel like this is a pretty palette. I don't think that this is part of their monochromatic series, because this is definitely not a monochromatic palette. It has more than pink. I feel like this is like a mix of the pink palette and the red palette with a peach and more of an icy color thrown in. I do think that this is a pretty palette, and this is something that I would like, but I'm not gonna pick it up because I still haven't received my orange palette. I did buy the orange palette. Actually, I'm gonna talk about this one. I feel like I'm losing my clothes. Don't demonetize me. I did order the orange palette, but I also did receive the orange palette in PR. I never learn. So I'm gonna give away the other orange palette. I'm not gonna count that as one of my purchases. I did that last time with the red palette, and I still counted it as one of my purchases. I'm not gonna do that this time. Okay? Can't get me this time. But I'm gonna have the orange palette soon, so that you can see something. I don't think I'm gonna pick up anything from this collection. I think that all of the pieces look really nice, like pretty jelly shadows, pretty blush, but it's too soon. It's too soon. But it's pretty. If you didn't pick up the red palette or the pink palette, this is a perfect like in between. And I actually think that you might be better off picking up this one than picking up the pink and the red one. That is my personal opinion. So I will leave it down below in case you're interested, because I do think it's pretty. It's just, I don't need this. And also, when they come up with these big collections, most of the things in the collection aren't new. They're just picking in stuff that they already have, that they think fit with the collection, and they just have it as part of the collection, even though it already exists. So it looks like they are releasing like 200 things, but actually I think only like 4 of these are like new. The rest is like, or maybe the blushes are new as well. But I know the cream products, the sticks, aren't new. Maybe the glosses are. Maybe I'm lying. Usually that's what they do, but maybe not this time. I might be lying. You know what? Don't listen to me. That's like a rule of life. Is there any more like mainstream things I want to talk about? Maybe we can talk about Melt. I feel like Melt is somewhat mainstream. I want to get up a bit. Ooh. Melt is releasing a new Melt Undertone Noods. Is that what they're calling it? That's not really a catchy name. But these are liquid lipsticks in different nude colors, and that golden looks so up my alley. I haven't tried the Melt liquid lipsticks. How are they? Are they any good? Because if they're good, if you're telling me that their liquid lipsticks are good, I might get that golden because, ooh, that's pretty. What happened to my phone? Stop doing me dirty like that. That's really pretty, like super pretty. I will link it down below, like I said before. Probably coming to Beauty Bay in a bit as well. Melt is pretty good at coming to Beauty Bay pretty soon after they're released, so go Melt for being such a Europe-friendly brand. Is that a new thing? No, it's not. Stop it. I got tagged in this new release from Illamasqua a bunch, and this is actually already available at Beauty Bay in case you're interested. They're releasing an eyeshadow palette and some lipsticks. It's a very corally with the pop of blue palette, but if you're into corals, I actually think that this palette might have at least more than one digit. Or is it? Is it more than one though? Or is it just that the palette is very coral? It could be that the palette is very coral. Honestly, I don't know. I might be lying again. I need a nap, I think. Lipsticks are very bright and summery, and then there's this palette with some blues and some maybe just one coral. You know what? I don't know what I'm talking about. It is cute though, but I don't need this. I don't need anything. I don't need anything. Lord knows I don't need anything, but there's something about this that I'm just like, I feel like I have it, so therefore I'm not gonna pick it up. I could be wrong, but that's just how I feel. I don't think there's any more like mainstream things I want to talk about. Let me talk about some collabs. I did mention this last week, and now I'm going to show you how it actually looks, and that is the collaboration between Il Makiage and Carli Bybel. It is 3 lipsticks, 3 lip pencils, and 3 glosses. I think they are, I have some other, it's like, oh my god, what happened here? It's like a red, a darker nude, and a lighter nude with some glosses. It is pretty, but it's nothing that I really need, and I'm also not really familiar with the brand Il Makiage enough to be like super excited about the brand and the formula. If you're a big fan of Carli Bybel, this is being released on, I think it's already available, August 8th. What is the date today? August 8th. No. It's not available yet. It will be available next week. I will link it where you can find it, but if you're a big fan of Carli Bybel, just know that this is being available next week. We talked a bit about it last week, but now we got to see the products. Also, talking about like influencer created things, now we got to see the inside. Actually, we did last week as well when my video was going up, but it's only that I had a bit pre-filmed because I was in Halmstad in Sweden, and we brought our dog so he could swim in the ocean, and we visited Ricardo's dad, so I did see the inside of the so-called Strawberry Dreams collection, and the Strawberry Dreams, isn't it Strawberry Moon? I am confused. Okay, Strawberry Dreams palette by Lunar Beauty, the brand that many MUA has. And I feel like this packaging is one of the prettiest packaging I've ever seen in my life. I feel like the inside is also very pretty, but I don't feel like they match. And I feel like the inside is... I feel like the outside is a missed opportunity when you see the inside. I wish the inside was that like dreamy, pastel-y, beautiful color theme that they had, because the colors they're in, I don't mind that there's a bright pink because the palette does have a bright pink, but I think that they should have kept it a bit more mellow because the outside, it was just a bit different. And the blues, I think they should have, the outside has a bit of like mauves and like purples and some dusty purples. I think that they should have gone with that instead, and that is just my personal opinion, because the outside was just so dreamy and cartoony and just amazing, and the inside is a bit too bright, and I also don't really know where the blue is coming from, but it's like, I don't hate it, I just feel like the outside is so much prettier, and the outside would have made an amazing palette, and I feel like it's slightly a missed opportunity. Just, it's smidgen. Oh, let's talk about another collab, and this is a collab that I actually knew about because this is a collab between Gerard Cosmetics and Rich Lux. I did meet Jen Gerard, the owner of Gerard Cosmetics, when I was in LA, and she showed me how it was gonna look, and she showed me that they were gonna have a collab together, and it is I think it's called, what is it called? Let me see so I'm not lying to you. It is called Busted the House Ice Cream Shack, and it is 2 new setting sprays, 2 new scents. It is the setting spray, looks like this, that Gerard has had before. It's just 2 new scents, and I'm pretty sure that one of the scents is orange creamsicle and the other scent is mint chocolate chip, I think. And it's 1 mini size and 2 of the bigger one. I think one of the scents you get a mini as well. And Jen did send me a message yesterday letting me know that she sent this to me in PR. She actually wrote that she and Rich Lux themselves package my PR package, and thank you so much, Jen, for sending me this. I will of course sniff them and let you know how I feel about them. I do like the setting sprays from Gerard Cosmetics. I really like these. I think some of the scents are a bit too strong for my liking. The peach one isn't really my preferred scent. On the other hand, I don't like the peach scent in like Too Faced either, so maybe it's just peach that I'm not that into, but rose is my favorite, and I cannot wait to try these as well. This is being released... When is this being released? I don't know. But I will put it down below. I also do have a code with Gerard, and it will save you 30% when you order from them, so I will put that down below as well. Ooh, Sigma also has a new palette. Should I talk about this first, or should I talk... I already mentioned it. Let's talk about this. I actually want to talk about something else before, but we'll mention this. This is called Enchanted, and this is a new palette from Sigma. This palette, when I saw the inside, I thought that this palette looks actually a bit like another palette that's also being released now. This new Enchanted palette, let me see if I can find the inside. It's a bit of a mix between mauve neutrals and some greens, and I think when you look at the swatches that Trendmood did, these like shimmers look very shimmery, almost glittery, and I like that. And that dark green is super pretty. I feel like this is a nice autumn palette. I probably wouldn't have picked this up myself because it is like the Barbie palette. It's just slightly too neutral for me, but that dark green is very pretty. Will say, I did get a message, was that also yesterday, from FedEx saying that they had picked up a package for me at Sigma headquarters, and I'm kind of thinking that it might be this palette. If I do receive this palette in PR, would you like me to try it? Maybe you're interested in this, because I do feel like this is a very nice mix between some muted colors, some neutrals, and a more neutrally cool tone palette. So I feel like it's a nice color scheme, even though it might not be 100% my style. But I will say the palette that it reminded me a bit of, even though this one is probably a bit brighter and maybe not as cool tone. It is the new Carli Cosmetics birthday collection. This is coming on August 10th. And I will say, when I saw the name of the collection, this is like the theme of the collection, maybe I should say. The theme is money. It's pretty on brand. Not gonna lie. One of the shadows in the palette is also a mix between mauves and greens. I do really like this palette. I do. One of the colors is called On a Budget. That's not really on brand though, because another shadow is called Stacks. I do feel like this is a really fun color scheme, and I think it's same with the Sigma one. This is really beautiful. It's a mix between greens and pinks. The Sigma one is a bit more neutral. This is a bit bigger also, and a bit brighter. I actually think this is a really nice color scheme. It has a bit more brighter shades. I hate the theme. I hate the theme. I really do. I really hate the theme. It's also some lipsticks, dollar signs on them, you know, keeping it classy. Oh my. What do you think of this theme? Is it fun? Maybe it's quirky. Maybe I'm being boring. I mean, at least it's something new. Who has done a money theme before? Maybe someone has, but I haven't seen it at least. Oh my god, I have a bit of a headache, so I think I'm gonna try and speed through this last part so that I can just go and have an aspirin-like pill and just lay down on the couch. I'm actually gonna color my hair. I'm actually gonna color my hair after this. That's why I didn't wash it. I just put it up in 2 buns because I'm actually gonna go and color my hair. Is that gonna be good when I have a bit of a headache? Probably not. I did film this look as well before this. Okay, one more like collab that's actually an indie brand collab before I get into some indie releases, because there has actually been some really cute indie things being released and announced this week. The first, like the collab I want to talk about is the collab between Juvia's Place and Fumi Desa Luvold. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. But I'm pretty sure her name is Fumi at least. And I think this is already available. I wanted to, because I haven't really addressed like my feelings around the whole Juvia's Place thing that happened. That happened like exactly when I was going abroad. I was in LA and Minneapolis this summer for vacations, and the drama that happened just as I was leaving. So I didn't really look into it, and I promised myself and my fiance, I said, I'm not gonna jump into this because I'm going on a vacation. So I tried to read up on it when I got home. That's also how I try to do all of these kind of drama situations. I try and let it all unfold until I make my decision, because I feel like sometimes we are so fast to make up our mind and cancel people and tweet things out and make videos and state our opinion, and I just want to let things play out, because I personally don't feel like how people fall doesn't really tell me that much about them as how they get up. And I have to say that the whole thing, it left me a bit uneasy, because nobody wants to see a brand that you love do so bad on social media. Because I really do love Juvia's Place. I've loved Juvia's Place since the very beginning. I really do. I love their quality. It's just been one of my favorite brands. And the owner, the way she acted on social media, on Twitter, it wasn't good. Oh, it wasn't good. I don't approve of that. I don't think that that is a good idea. After this all happened, I think she deleted the tweet or deleted her account and then came back and issued some kind of an apology. I know that some people think that it's not apology enough, and some people think that it is apology enough. I personally always give people a second chance. It was the same with the C palette debacle that happened. I was like, and I'm doing the same with Juvia's Place. I am trying to give people a second chance, because I feel like what you do with your second chance, that's what actually shows whether or not you learn. Because we all can be like, we all snap and we all say things we shouldn't say. I do think though that we shouldn't say it on social media, and I think that everyone will agree on this. And this whole whether or not Juvia's Place is supporting black influencers, I personally think they do, but I can't say that I am sitting here with all the answers, because I'm obviously not a person of color myself, so I can't really put myself in someone's shoes and say like, this is how it is. So I can only say it from a bystander view, like how I see it. But I mean, the first collaboration is with a woman named Fumi. She is a woman of color, and she is also 50 years old, and that is unprecedented in the makeup community. Someone collaborating with someone not only of color, but that is older than 25, let's be honest. And I just think that that is really nice. And I don't think that whatever you think of Juvia's, whether or not you want to give the brand a second chance due to what the owner said, I do think it's important to not lay any blame on Fumi, because whether or not you support the brand, don't take it out on her at least, because she is a really nice person. And this whole debacle started with some influencers not thinking that Juvia's Place were supporting black influencers, and you and I watching this, we don't really know what's going on behind the scenes. We don't know what kind of messages these people are sending to each other. We don't know how they are talking to each other. And that's also a reason why I try to not take sides in fights between people that I don't know. I haven't met any of these people, but let me tell you, if I ever got the chance, I'd love to. I'd love to meet any of these people and for my own opinion about them, because we don't know. We don't know people for real in social media. I mean, you don't really know me. You only know the parts that I'm showing you. You don't really know any of the other YouTubers except the parts that they choose to show you. And we never know what kind of hidden agenda people have, what kind of fights they have behind the scenes, what kind of mails they send out. We never know which brands like which influencers and don't like other influencers, and for what reasons. And that's why I try to not get too involved in quarrels that obviously seems to be between individuals, especially when I don't know them. And if you don't agree with me, that is totally fine. I will never, and I said this about Kat Von D, Jeffree Star, Lime Crime, whatever brand, if you do not agree with me, I 100% respect that. I never cancel brands. I put them on hold. I put them on pause. And I always say that there is always a way back. I never put anyone on pause or cancel anyone forever. I always think that there is a way back. I always think that there is a way for brands for me to want to support them again or talk about them again or buy from them again. And if you choose to never buy from a certain brand again, that is totally fine. I just want us all to respect each other's opinions. I think that that is maybe the most important thing. And I think that that's also one of the biggest reasons between like fights between people in comments or between creators or between viewers and creators. It's just that we have a hard time sometimes accepting that people haven't reached the same conclusions as we have. And I'm totally open for us to have a bit of a discussion in the comments. Let's try and keep it civil. We're all people. There's no need to be writing in all caps or like saying bad words or telling people they're stupid. Can just have a discussion. And I always keep my eyes open when something like this happens. I keep my eyes open. I watch the situation very closely to see if something happens that might make me change my mind or sway my opinion in one way or the other. I am not a drama channel. I think you noticed that me talking about this, it's making me a bit uneasy because that's not why I'm here. I am not here on YouTube. I'm not a commentary channel. I'm not a drama channel. It's not what I want to do here on YouTube. It's not my thing. But since I am affiliated with Juvia's Place and since I have been so vocal about really liking the brand, I wanted to at least give you my opinions on why I didn't 100% cancel the brand. But that is my personal philosophy, that I always give people a second chance. I always give them the opportunity to show me that they learned and that they are not going to repeat the same mistake again. And if you are of a different opinion, that's totally fine. I won't judge you. And I hope you can move on from that. I hope. I really do. Oh, it's so uncomfortable for me to talk about. I don't understand how some people can be drama channels, because I would be like, so hard for me to talk about this. Why is this? Everything is so glittery. But it is glittery in the fun way. Anyways, this new collab, it's 2 glosses and 1 6-pan palette. Right now I'm trying to not buy any items at all because Lord knows I don't need it. But Juvia's Place actually did write to me and told me that they were going to send this to me in PR. If they do, because sometimes just because you're on a PR list doesn't mean that you get everything in PR. Just because you're on a PR list doesn't mean you get anything in PR. It just means that they have your information, and if they ever have something that fits you, they'll send it to you. And if that ever happens, it never happens. And I usually do not get PR from Juvia's Place. I've only received PR from them twice, and I've been on their PR list for over a month, like a year. So if I do receive this in PR, would you like to see a video on it? Let me know down below. I do really like and respect Fumi. I think she is an amazing woman. So if you want to support her, maybe this collab is for you. Or if you are like me and want to give Juvia's Place a second chance, maybe this is for you. I think the colors are really pretty, and I think they're really fumis kind of colors, and I love, and you know this, I love the mix between red and pink, and I really was pleased to see that combo in this little 6-pan palette. So I think that was everything I wanted to say about that. I will leave it down below in case you are interested. I think the quality is probably going to be amazing, because the quality usually is amazing when it comes to Nyqvist place. They have not let me down so far when it comes to products. So yeah, I think that is everything I wanted to say about that. Let's move on. Ooh, should I talk about some indie things that I actually have in front of me? I thought that could be nice. Let me first mention this one, because I got this in the mail yesterday, and I haven't even showed this on Instagram yet. Maybe I have once this goes live, but as of filming this, I haven't even showed it. This is the Slush 2 palette from September Rose. Maybe I can be a bit in the middle now. And I haven't even tried the Brew palette. My plan is to film with the Brew palette tomorrow. I'm going to film a bit of it, get ready with me. I'm super excited actually. And this is the Slush 2 palette, and she sent this to me as PR. It is just released. I'm pretty sure this is already released, and I will link it down below. So this is what she looks like. This is an all matte rainbow palette, and you know I don't need a new all matte rainbow palette. We'll say though, it has more than one shade of each color, so that could be fun if that is something that you are after. I think personally I prefer the Slush 1 over this one, because that one has a mix of shimmers and mattes, but these two greens are so nice. And look at this blue. Look at this blue here, and this Tequila Sunrise. So there are a couple of shades here that I am dying to dig into. I also like that there are two really dark ones here, so that you can like get some dimension, and a matte white is always nice in a rainbow palette. Would probably not have picked this up if it wasn't sent to me as PR, because I don't need more all matte rainbow palettes, but at least this has some more options, light and dark. If you're interested, I will link it down below. Pretty sure this is already available. This is a UK based indie brand, so if you're in Europe, this is really nice, a chance to get something that you don't have to pay like really hefty shipping, I think at least, and you don't have to pay any like taxes and duties on it. So it is available, and I will link it down below. Trying to grab the next one. The next one is something that I got sent to me on Thursday, and this is the new palettes from Kaleidos Makeup. You know that Kaleidos Makeup, I love the brand. I have all of their other palettes, and I have used them all on my channel. These two palettes, I got them sent to me on Thursday, and I was really surprised that they came to me so quickly, because usually things are held up forever at like the Swedish Postal Service. I did know that these were coming my way, but for some reason, don't tell the Postal Service, they forgot to charge me for the taxes and duties. And that's why it got to me so quickly. So actually, it just showed up at my place, and I didn't have to pay for any like taxes or duties for this. And that's why it got to me so quickly. So I mean, it's not the first time that they fluff up and do something wrong, but at least this time it benefited me. And also, Kaleidos Makeup is based in Hong Kong, so these are being sent from Hong Kong, which is why it might have reached me quicker than some of the US-based influencers that also receive PR from Kaleidos. So I was super excited to get these so quickly. I had been talking with the owners, and I knew that they were coming. And I did have a bit of a combo with them, but my god, they're so pretty. This is the Electro Turquoise. These are being released, I think, on the 13th, and they're going to be $24 each, just like the other small ones were. I've already swatched them. That's what I wanted to say. I can't even talk straight. I've already swatched them, and I will leave the swatch video down below in case you want to see me swatch these. It's really nice to be like the first one to get something. I'm never the first one to get anything. And I really like the quality of Kaleidos Makeup. So if you are into small, fun palettes with a good color story, these might be for you. I can totally vouch for the quality of Kaleidos Makeup. I think it's really nice. Not sponsored. Although someone said on my Instagram that it sounds very sponsored. I wish that some things were sponsored. Maybe I could get paid. I'd love that. Pay me. Let me see what else I had to talk about before we are done. God, I really need that aspirin. My head is gonna, like, it's gonna fall off. Okay. Oh, I wanted to mention this one. I always forgot to talk about this. I don't think that this was released this week. For some reason, I forgot to talk about it. These are the new Butterfly Multichromes from Gerard Cosmetics. They are available, and they also restocked the Willy Wonka Exploders and the Galaxy Dust Shadows, the other multichromes that she had. I don't have these in my possession, so I can't swatch them for you, but these are very, very cute as well. I love that there are so many multichromes out right now. There's so many that you can choose from. I think that it's fun. I'm waiting, like, multichromes came from the indie community, and I am telling you, 2020 is going to be the year when multichromes come to the mainstream brands. That's probably how long it's going to take them to bring out something like this. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. Is there anything more I wanted to talk about? Oh yeah, these as well. This is the Galaxy collection by Beauty Bar Baby, like loose flaky pigments. I hadn't seen these before. These look super, super pretty. I think some of them are sold out, and she said she wasn't sure whether or not she was gonna restock them, but maybe you can ask her and see if she's gonna restock them. I thought really cute, so I wanted to show you. Also, this is the new collaboration, I think. Wait, Amanda Organa and Terra Moonstone Cosmetics. Wait, who is Amanda Organa? Oh, she seems to be an influencer. Okay, it seems like they have teamed up and made either a palette or a bundle with neons. Some are bright shimmers and some are neon mattes. I still haven't tried any neons. I just didn't get to it. But I really want to. And this one looks really cute. I don't want to have neons in my crease. I just want to do like half-cut creases with neons. Like in the corners with neons. That's what I want to do. I think this is really cute. I have not tried this brand, so I have no idea if this is like good or bad. If you've tried the brand, let me know down below so that other people can see whether or not it's good. But it seems cute, right? Maybe you can buy these as singles as well. I kind of hope you could, because I feel like getting all of these might be too many neons if you just want to like try it out a bit. Okay, I really want to mention this one. This is from Lunar Cosmetics Lab. This is a brand I haven't tried, but I feel like this is one of the indie brands that have a lot of like loyal like fans. Even my best friend Lisa, she has the contour palette from Lunatic Cosmetics Labs, and she loves it. She's very fair and she really feels like that contour palette has everything she needs for her face. They are coming out with a new palette that's called Take My Heart palette, and it's an actual heart. It's a bit morbid. I don't hate it, but it is a bit morbid. This is gonna be $31, and I'm guessing it's an eyeshadow palette. I wish that red was a matte. If that red was a matte, I think that so many people would have been crazy over this palette. Unfortunately, it is a shimmer, and if it was a matte, I think it would have been like a go-to palette for a lot of people. That kind of red, like wine, yummy color. Oh, if that had been a matte, that could have been so cool. I love the packaging. It is a bit morbid, but I mean, something new. I think that some people are not gonna like it, being too realistic, and there's a lot of people like, I get it. I get it. I get why some people won't like it. Like my mom wouldn't like. She can't even look at blood without fading, so she would, I mean, it's not for her. It is definitely not for her, and I get that there's a lot of people out there that probably feel the exact same way. I also wanted to mention this is a new collection. This is going to be the last thing I talk about. This is the new Foodie collection by Amy Hearts Beauty. I've talked about Amy Hearts Beauty a bunch here on my channel, and I feel like maybe they are releasing a bit too much. And even though I think the collection seems really pretty, it seems like there's been a lot of new things from Amy Hearts Beauty in a very short amount of time, and I am wondering whether or not her loyal fans are really keeping up, because it's been like 4 big palettes in a couple of months, I think. And yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's really affordable, so it's no problem at all to keep up. I should really go check the prices. In case you missed it, our Foodie collection dropped today. Oh, it's already available. Yeah, it's actually really affordable. So maybe it's not hard at all to keep up. You know what? I take it all back. It's really affordable, so if you are a big fan, it doesn't seem like it's that hard to keep up. It seems to be 2 palettes, 3 lip products, and some loose glitters, flakies even. So I will leave it down below. I haven't tried the brand, but I have a bunch of my YouTube friends that really loves the brand and think that their quality is really good. I know that Karen Harris and Amy Loves Makeup, they both receive PR from this brand, and they will probably show it on their channel in case you're interested in seeing what it looks like. And I think that's gonna be everything. Oh, I've been here for so long. If you're still here after all of this chatting, and if you didn't click out after all of that rambling about the drama that I really didn't want to talk about at all, you're the real MVP. I'm gonna go color my hair. It's gonna be so nice. Please let me know down below how you feel about these things. Let me know about all your opinions down below. I will always respect your opinion. So let's not get in a fight, shall we? I always feel a bit uncomfortable when I talk about drama, things like that. I don't understand how people do it. I feel like I have heart palpitations. Anyways, thank you so much for being here. Tomorrow there's gonna be 2 looks with the yellow palette. And what else is coming next week? I have my foundation routine coming next week. This look is coming next week. I think I have a bit of a chit-chat video coming as well. I think I'm gonna have 5 videos next week so that I can have all the videos with my old hair color coming next week, and then I'll just premiere my new hair color next Sunday. I think that's what we're gonna do. Super excited. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being so kind and supportive. And I will see you tomorrow for some yellow looks. Bye!